Thank you. Okay, so hello everyone. Greetings from Albania. I am Olta, and my presentation today will be Agile is not just for software development, but it's for the whole business. Who doesn't know me? That I think that a lot doesn't know me. I will talk a little bit from my experience. So I am certified a Scrum Master and project management professional. But I have an experience for 10 years as in the IT field, and I have held a lot of different roles. But my last 4 years, I have worked like a Scrum Master and Agile coach in different international companies and in different domains like logistics and fintech and big IT companies. Last 2 years, we created also in Tirana and Agile Tirana community, and we started online events because of the pandemic. And lastly, we did also on-site events. I am happy that I am here in the Boston Agile week, and I hope that you'll enjoy my presentation. So just to start, you know, everyone, that how the management has been before, and I think that everyone knows the Taylorism definition and how the management has been before. So how the invented management is that it was in the manufacturing industry. One, we had the manager, classic manager, and also we have the working class. And why the management created is this methodology that was calling a classic methodology is because to create productivity also and to simplify the things of the workers. So we had the thinker and the planner. So we have the classical manager, but in other side we had the workers. But now management has changed, and also the methodologies that how we manage the projects has changed because the projects itself, they have changed. So now we have heard a lot for digital transformation and for different projects, and we don't have now just a manufacturing industry, but we have there a lot of different projects, a lot of innovative projects, and also we have requirements and the market that is changing very fast, and we have to adapt our management and our methodology and processes with this changing of the market. So we have heard a lot for Agile, and Agile will be the next generation. But sometimes the companies, they are saying that we are implementing Agile, we have implemented from Scrum, Kanban, and we are Agile. But Agile is not just a Scrum framework, it's not just a Kanban framework. Agile is more a mindset. So Agile is changing organization change, is culture change, is cross-functional team, also is a communication and collaboration between business and a tech team. So Agile is more than changing the team and applying that in a team level, but is also changing in organization. I am hearing okay? It's okay, everything?
Yes, everything is okay.
Okay, because I didn't hear something. I thought that my connection, it was broke. Okay. So my next slide, I will focus in the obstacle organization when we are adopting Agile. So in my experience implementing Agile and being as Agile coach, I have felt a lot of obstacles, organization obstacles, when I am adopting Agile. So, and I will touch here in this presentation, main of them. So one of them, when that is a like obstacle and the big obstacle for when we are adopting Agile, is the company structure. So if we have a company structure that is very hierarchical, this will not help the implementing Agile. So we have to have there a structure of the company that support Agile philosophy. Another thing that we have to take in consideration where we transforming the company in Agile is the business goals and vision of the company and strategy has to be aligned with the team goals. So we have definitely to align and to link the goals of the team and the business and strategy and vision of the company. And we have to I would say to transform this vision and mission to the objectives of the team. Most of the companies, they are putting the goals and the objectives for the 3 years, and those goals are not transparent to all the team, and the team is working or is developing the product that are not aligned with the mission and vision of the company. Another obstacle of organizational obstacle for adapting Agile is the lack of or limited Agile skills, and also the human resource when we are transforming Agile is not involved. Why I'm saying this? Because we know that when we are implementing Agile, we need different skills, and one of them is leadership, and also another one is we have heard is product owner or some new job skills that we need there. So I have seen a lot of job posts that they don't have included those Agile skills, and leadership is missing. So the Agile transformation also is failing. Another point here is that if we are doing Agile, and if we want to transform the company as an Agile, we have to take in consideration also to change the performance review in all companies. So we don't need any more traditional performance review there, but we need there to have a fast feedback and one-to-one meetings. So Agile transformation is more supporting the fast feedback and also one-to-one meetings. So in the moment that we are finding impediment, we have to solve that, and we don't need to wait there for 6 months. Another obstacle is full capacity utilization, often creates a non-collaborative environment. Why I'm saying this? Because in traditional management, we are trying to utilize the capacity and resources 100%. And but in Agile, it's not function like this, because we have also to utilize some time for collaboration and leave the team to brainstorm new ideas, because this also empowering the innovation. Learning the practices and applying them without knowing the principles behind them, and without knowing when to tailor and select practices. So everyone is saying that we are applying Agile, we are applying Scrum, Kanban, but applying Scrum and Kanban doesn't mean that we have to burn out team with a lot of meetings and also a lot of practices that we are reading in the Scrum guides or in Kanban guides or everywhere. So we have to adopt those practices that are suitable for the team. Also, another obstacle in the organization that we are facing when we are adopting Agile is also not integrating marketing, service, and other departments with Agile teams. So we are creating Agile teams in the IT department. I'm talking here for the big organization, but we are not involving here other departments that are, as I said before, human resource or marketing or services. And if the marketing is I can say is the door with the client, the customer, and the client is giving feedback for one product that we are bringing in the market, but this feedback is not coming to the team that is developing this product, then we are not like adapting those feedbacks and these feedbacks of the customer, and we are not giving value to the customer. So we have a breakpoint there, and we don't have interaction between the departments. So we have to take in consideration also the interaction between all the departments there. Also, we have heard that we don't need a lot of documentation because we are Agile. But in fact, to skip modeling a design completely is wrong, because we have to have a little documentation there and a design and modeling. And this modeling and design can come from the team. They can do design thinking, or we can come from the UX design. And we have to present to the customer or to the clients those design before developing. So we'll waste the time. all the team that will develop something that is not appropriate for the client. So we have to think there for another skill to the Agile team, that is UX design. Avoiding integration between development and operation team is happening always, that we are developing a product, we are doing Agile, and we are doing the many sprints. So we are testing also, and we are just leaving that in the staging or testing environment, but we are not releasing very often because we don't have continuous delivery there, and we don't have integration between development team and the operation team. So to have a good Agile transformation, we have to have also integration between development and operation team. And another main point that is very, very important is the tech team that is not collaboration with business team and the client. It will be a very big obstacle for Agile transformation. So it's so necessary in those projects, and when we are transforming the company in Agile, that we have the client, the business team, and the client and the tech team, they have to collaborate, because if they don't collaborate, I think that the tech team and dev team will not understand the value of the customer, and they will not develop that product the customer is needing. So I think that tech team and business team has to collaborate very close. So those are the organization obstacles that I have faced during my experience when I have adopted Agile, and I think that are very important when we need to initiate an Agile transformation. So in the next slide, I will give an approach of Agile transformation and what we need, or what we have to take in consideration where we are doing Agile transformation. So Agile transformation needs time and also requires holistic approach, but mostly sometimes when we are initiating that, we are thinking just for 3 pillars here, just to transform team and process and practices. We're thinking just to make trainings there and just coaching. So we are making a lot of Agile trainings. We put Agile coach, and we change everything, team processes and practices. But we don't think for organization design, we don't think for operation model and alignment. So we don't think an alignment between other departments. And also, we don't think also for architecture and collaboration between development and operational team. So next, I will focus on each of them, that what are the best practices and what we have to take in consideration where we are doing Agile transformation. So the first pillar, that a block that I will focus, is the organization design. So to have an Agile transformation successful, we have to have a flattened organizational structure that can help increase speed through empowered business roles, such as product owners, smaller, more nimble IT team structures, new talent skills focus on building the breadth and fungibility of contributors, and decentralized decision-making approach. So where we are transforming a business or a company, we have to think to create some small team structure, because if we have more than 9 people in one team, the communication will be very difficult. Also, we have to have there the new business roles that now are invented, like product owners, that has to collaborate with IT teams. But also we need to have a flattened organization there, not a hierarchy. So the decision-making approach has to be decentralized, because if we have to leave the ownership to the team. If we are centralizing the ownership just to 1 or 2 managers, then I think that maybe most of the decision will not be very benefit for the business. So if we are making a decision-making very decentralized, I think that also Agile transformation will be very smoothly. So all the time that we are thinking to initiate Agile transformation, we have to think which is the organization structure, what we have to change, what are the roles, and what we have to change on those roles. Another block that we have to take in consideration when we are doing Agile is the operation model alignment. So we have to have integration and integration of all the departments. And as I said before, of marketing, HR, and finance and other departments there, with the teams, with the core delivery team. Why? Because if, as I said, if we don't have fast feedback from the clients to the core delivery team, the product that they will develop will not be available for the customer, the client. So we'll waste time and we'll try to create a good product for the client. So one of the good approaches that always I have implemented where I worked is the OKR approach, that is Objective Key Result, a framework that is very good framework to connect vision and mission of the company with operational teams. So companies, executive team together with the team, they are defining main objectives there. And those main objectives are connected with vision and transmission, vision and the strategy of the company. So, and those OKRs are defined not for 1 year or for 3 years, but are defined periodically. And also, this approach is helping also Agile transformation. So, and the team the team down, they know that which is the vision and mission of the company. So to have a successful Agile transformation, we need to integrate the vision and mission with of the company with operational teams. Another point that we have to take in consideration when we make the Agile transformation is team process and practices. So as I said before, we are trying to adopt a lot of standards, Agile tooling, and a lot of like Slack, Jira, Azure. So we are trying a lot to put a lot of practices there, but we don't think that what is helping the team. So we have to adapt engineering practices, Agile tooling that is helping the team and is available for the team. So also we have to have meetings that also help in the team. So we don't need to implement all the practices that all other companies they are implementing. So we have to think what is needed for our team, not for other teams. So that's why we have to care that what is helping the team to move them fast and to be more agile. Another point that also sometimes avoiding and the companies or the agile codes they're not thinking when they are doing the agile transformation is the architecture and DevOps. So we have to create, when we are building the product, IT product, we have to think and to create an architecture or a technical foundation that can help support the change through. So we have to create an architecture that is helping the business capabilities, and if we need to change it, that we can do that easily. So we have to create a technical foundation there that doesn't have a lot of technical depth also. So we have to implement good and best practices also to measure that technical depth. So if we are producing minimum available product, we have to think for the architecture that we are building there, that this will support also other features that we'll implement later. Also, we have to have automated continuous delivery pipelines. As I said, okay, we are building a product and we are testing it, but we are not releasing a delivery often. So we have to have a continuous delivery there. And of course, we have to have an integration between development and operation team. So one of the main pillars that is helping the agile transformation is architecture and DevOps. Another pillar that is helping also agile transformation is training. So consistent education and communication of the new operating model to all the staff. So we have to have a real world training programs for all the levels of the company and all the staff. So, and this those training has to be in a continuous way. So we don't need always to make some training in the beginning where we are doing agile, but we have to do all the time new trainings. Also try to do a coaching session for new practices and new processes that we are putting there. And if we have new hires or if we have new people in the team, we have always to make real training also to them to be aware for new processing, also for new practices implemented in that team. So consistent education, the communication of the new processes, the new practices is the key in the agile transformation. And another point that I think that is the last, but is needed, so it is needed all the time, because you know that agile transformation doesn't have an end and will have always something to improve. So we have to focus on building the maturity and continuous improvement mindset of the teams. So we have to have hands-on agile coaches there. We have to identify impediments and rerouting to transform leadership. We have to have the coach of the coach model in the organization in order to create self-organizing team. So the team will not need always agile coach there, but they can have their Scrum Master inside the team. So one of the development team can be Scrum Master. So we don't need to have always agile coach that is helping the team, but we have to coach them in order to be the self-organizing team. And also we have to have one-to-one meeting and fast feedback. So it's very important for the agile coach that they have to implement a good practice through the team, and also in the human resource level to have a one-to-one meetings and fast feedback. So we, the team or the employees, they don't need to wait for 6 months performance review there, but it's good to have one-to-one meeting and fast feedback of what they have to improve in their skills. So also importance of the changing of the performance and feedback to the team is one of the keys in the agile transformation. And one of the good practices also that always I am following is the anonymous agility assessment. So always after 3 or 4 months, I am doing the agility assessment to all the companies. So it's an anonymous questionnaire where I'm sending to all the staff. They are giving feedback for agile. So they are not giving feedback how the agile transformation is in the team level, but also how the agile transformation is in the business level. So to have a good and very successful agile transformation, we have to focus in all those main blocks in order to have that very smoothly and without not to fail. So because most of the companies, they are thinking just to make that in the team level, but not in the business level. So agile transformation is meaning more than a team, but also is transforming all the company. So in this slide, I will concentrate what are the key shifts required that affect traditional operation model. So everyone, I think, has worked in the traditional companies that they were managing based on the traditional methodology. But now, in the moment that we are transforming the company in agile, and we'll have some big shifts there that will affect this operational model. So one of the keys that shifts and affect traditional operating model is the project teams and functional resource management. So now, tomorrow, we'll have cross-functional teams and self-organizing team. So team agility requires building static cross-functional teams. So what does it mean, cross-functional teams? So we'll not have just a functional department team. So before the teams were concentrating in the functional departments, but now we'll have the teams that will have all the skills and will be from different departments. So we'll have developers, we'll have also UX design, we'll have tester, quality assurance, also business analysts from different departments, depends from what product we are building. So we'll have their cross-functional team. That means a team with all functions and all skills. Another key shift that will affect traditional operating model is funding and strategic planning. So shifting from the we'll have a shifting from traditional project-based funding to team-based funding. So cost will be fixed, but we'll have time and scope vary. So time and scope will change. So we'll not have any more traditional project-based funding team, but we'll have a team-based funding because the projects are based in the team. Another key shift is the business engagement and skills. So changing the business organization and talent is critical to achieve business agility and requires investment in formal product owner reskilling. So everyone has heard from product owner, or they have in their team product owner, but this product owner doesn't mean that traditional product manager. It means that it has to be some new skills that has to be aligned with Agile. So also to change from traditional operation model to Agile, we have to reskill all the job and all the jobs that we have, all the I can say job description in the company. Another key shift that affects traditional and operation model is supporting function outside of the core delivery. So agility cross support function. So business agility requires not change just in the core delivery team, but also how supporting functions such as marketing, servicing, human resource, and other interacting with Agile teams. So we have to have implementing of Agile, as I said before, in all the company, and all the departments has to interact with the core delivery team that are developing the product. And the last, and I think it's the main and most important shift, that the key shift that affect traditional operating model is leadership and people management. So leadership and management is foundation for successful Agile transformation. So changes at how managers and leaders behave are critical. So most of the companies now, they are focusing to empower the leadership and also the self-organization. So they are doing a lot of trainings for leadership, and they are changing the behavior on the managers. So now we in the Agile teams, we don't have classical managers anymore, because as I said, I have seen also when I have done the Agile transformation, it's not functioning. So we have to have empower leadership and also to create some self-organization team. So how managers and leaders behave, or if we have executive managers that they don't behave in that appropriate way that we need to transform a company in the Agile, then Agile fails. So this is one of the keys and the most important to transform a company in Agile. So those are the key shifts that require and affect the traditional operation model. So lastly, I will say that what we have to do when we have to think to transform a company or a startup to Agile, to change the way how we work. So the first thing that we have to do is that we have to use pilots to evaluate your Agile implementation. So don't start to implement Agile in all company, in all the teams, but start with one team, and extend this pilot to other departments and projects. And if you see that this is successful, and if you see that what is not successful, try to check those impediments and to find a way how to solve this impediment, and to make your own experience with the pilot. And also if you are using pilots when you are implementing Agile, is not time consuming. So you see that how it's functioning in one team and in one project. And if this is successful in the way that you are doing, you can implement that in the all the team, and you can spread that in the all the company. And in the moment that you have just the one pilot, you can also track the impediments very easily, and you can adopt new practices on that is helping Agile transformation very smoothly. So those are my suggestion, and also the good practices that I have felt during my experience and when I have done the Agile transformation. But of course, I will close my presentation with one word, that being Agile on paper and being Agile in practice are two different things. So of course that companies are different, and of course that we have to create their roadmap that is appropriate for the company, and also we have to think what is the best for our company. So to implement Agile in the practice is difficult because teams are different, companies different, and also approach that the company is following are different. So we have to take in consideration 6 pillars that I explained before, and I think that the Agile transformation will be successful, but never will have an end, because Agile transformation needs a time there. So this is my presentation for today, and I would like also to thank all the partners of Bosnia Agile Week.